Now student, continuing with first video, here we are going to discuss how we can write chemical formula. So for writing a chemical formula, we use criss-cross method, and this method involves number of steps. Step 1 is first we have to write symbol both of the acidic radical as well as the basic radical side by side, where the basic radical is always written first and it is being followed by acidic radical. Then step 2 involves write valency of each radical on top without any charge. That is, we have to write the valency but without any charge. Then step 3 involves divide the valency number by their highest common factor, if any, to get the simplest ratio that we will discuss later. Then step 4 involves interchanging of valencies of the radicals, and then step 5 is to write the interchanged valencies numbers to the lower right of the radical, that is as a subscript. In case of compound radical, we have to enclose the valency within the bracket. Let us derive the formula of magnesium chloride. So students, magnesium chloride involves two radicals. One is the acidic radical, other is the basic radical. As magnesium is having positive charge, so it is going to be basic radical, and chlorine bears negative charge, so it is going to be negative radical, that is acidic radical. So as mentioned in step 1, we have to write the symbol of basic radical first. So we write Mg2 positive first, followed by Cl negative. Then we have to write the valency on top without any charge. That is, I have written 2 on the top of magnesium and 1 on the top of chlorine. Then in next step, we have to crisscross or interchange the valencies, and then we have to write that valency on the top again. By interchanging, we get magnesium having valency 1 and chlorine having valency 2, which we have written by exchanging. Then these two valencies or the digits we have used by interchanging by making them subscript. Mg1 Cl2, so there is no need to write 1. So the formula of magnesium chloride is going to be MgCl2. Similar is the formula of sodium silicate. Now in this case, sodium is going to be basic radical, that's why we have written first, followed by silicate, that is SiO3 2 negative. As it is bearing 2 negative charge, so definitely it is going to be acidic radical. Then what we have to do? We have to remove the symbol, that is plus or minus, and then we are going to write it on the top, that is Na with digit 1 on its top, then silicate SiO3 with 2 on its tops, that is valencies without any charge. Then in next step, we crisscross the valencies, and by crisscrossing we get digit 2 on the top of sodium and 1 on the top of silicate radical, and then we write these digits in as subscripts. So the formula of sodium silicate is going to be Na2SiO3. So it is a simple method in which we exchange the valencies and then write the formulas. And if in any case there is a common factor, we get that simplest ratio of that. For example, if some radicals is having 2 and 4 valencies, then their highest common factor will be 2 and that will be further reduced. Now the next important topic is to calculate the valency of an element from the formula. So it can be determined, that is, the valency of element can be determined based on the knowledge of valencies of radicals and these following facts. That is, hydrogen is said to having valency always 1, oxygen valency 2 and chlorine having valency 1. Then is steps to find out the valency that I have done you along with an example. So step 1 is write the given formula. So here the formula is NO2, that is nitrogen dioxide. Then step 2, interchange the subscripts and write it as superscript. So here the subscript for nitrogen is 1 and subscript for oxygen is 2. And when we interchange, the nitrogen gets 2 superscript whereas oxygen gets 1 as its superscript. Then step 3. As the valency of oxygen is taken as 2. Look here in the top, that is, we have said that oxygen is said to having valency 2. So friends, this we have to multiply both superscripts by 2 because it is standard, that is, the valency of oxygen is always taken to be 2, but while we are going to interchange this, oxygen gets 1 valency. So we have to multiply both the superscripts by 2. By doing so, the nitrogen gets superscript 4 and the oxygen gets superscript 2. And by dividing, that is, by having common ratio, the result gives the valency of the elements, that is nitrogen 4 and oxygen 2. So the valency of nitrogen comes out to be 4. So this is the way to calculate the valency of an element from the formula. Thank you very much and have a nice day ahead.